Hey, Shalom YouTube. Brother Mitchell back again with another video. Just getting off the plantation. And anyway, I was posed a question today. And the question was, because I had a child just recently. And the question was posed to me, is your wife going back to work? Well, many people who know me already know the answer. But no, she's not going back to work. Matter of fact, she's never had a job. And what I mean by never had a job is she never had a job where she went to and actually had to go punch a clock and make a paycheck. And it's a beautiful thing. And no, she shouldn't have to go out here and hit it. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have to go out here and have the residue of the heathen all upon her. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna provide, and I'm gonna make a way, and I'm gonna continue to give her the opportunity to be in a home to where she can flourish in her role, and that she could be at peace, and that she could have control of. You see what I'm saying? A few years ago, before I came to the faith, before I began to actually observe the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, what I had done was, well, not what I had done, but I had knew these women, and these two women, they had children, and these two children were born. And hey, Poe, yeah, what's going on? But what ended up happening was, these two women, they had these children, and they, after their leave was over from their job, they didn't want to go back to work. And they didn't want to go back to work because their natural instinct kicked in to where they wanted to be home with their baby. After 3 months of being home with your child, man, they didn't want to go back to work. They wanted to be with their baby. You see what I'm saying? And anyway, but my biggest thing about, or really a woman being at home and homeschooling and things of that nature is this: quality time with your child. A lot of children today, they're neglected. You know what I'm saying? They need quality time. Right now, my daughter, man, I mean, every time I touch her, every time I play with her, every time I kiss her, she loves it. She thrives off of it. She enjoys it. And she's very young. You know what I'm saying? But children need interaction. They need quality time with their mother and their father. You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of times nowadays, or I'm gonna just say mostly, it's very common that, if you're in a two-parent household, both parents work. Well, there's not a lot of quality time going to the children even at that. Why? Because both of them are working. They're gone for most of the day, and most of the day their interaction is coming from the teachers, come from the babysitters, it's coming also from the daycare. You see what I'm saying? This is who their intimate quality time that they're with for most of the day, and who they're mainly close to, because they're with them from anywhere from 9 to maybe 12 hours a day. And so you gotta understand who is controlling what goes into their eye gate, who controls what goes into their ear gate. You see what I'm saying? It ain't you, it is everyone else I just finished mentioning. You know what I'm saying? The system. And another thing is, when these children are in these school systems, they tend to, well, they're giving them choices now. Is what they're doing. Whether it's immunizations, they're actually allowing the child to make the choice. What they listen to, what they hear. A lot of parents, from my understanding, don't have a lot of parental consent before they actually do it. Say, for instance, there was this guy on YouTube, right? It was this teacher, and he brought this little girl from across the classroom, the hallway from the classroom, brought her into the classroom, into his classroom, all so that she can share a story, right? And her story that she had written out was pertaining to the fact of how great it was, how beautiful it was that she had two moms. Now, we live in America, right? Land of the free. You do what you want, live how you want, right? Sodom and Gomorrah, if you ask me. But, albeit, okay, they living their life, they're doing their thing. Now, who's protecting the other children in that room, in that classroom, from actually hearing this? You see what I'm saying? In question, because most of them, or probably all of them, besides that one girl, probably had none but mommies and daddies. You see what I'm saying? And these are seeds being dropped into the young child's minds. You see what I'm saying? Long gone are the days where, you see what I'm saying, we had villages, should I say, that raised the child. You know what I mean? Whenever I was in school, in elementary that was, and even somewhat of junior high, we had women that were 40 years old and up. I mean, they were motherly figures, they were grandmotherly, figures or whatever. And they kind of, children actually look to these women and, sometimes even seen them somewhat like a mom or a grandmother or whatever. You don't got that now, man. You got women that are teaching man, and you got some men too, but you got mostly women teaching man that are like 30 years old and younger. I'm talking about 22 years old, 24 years, fresh out of college, man. Just want to have her numbers up, just want her students to learn, man. You know, don't really care too much about the child. That's another thing. If you're a homeschooling mother, guess what? You're gonna pour a lot of love into that child, a lot of long suffering into that child, a lot of patience into that child. You know what I'm saying? When you at work, that's exactly what it is. You're at work. You see what I'm saying? And you got a job to do, and getting these children to pass a test. So I may be leaving a lot of things out of this, man. I had a lot of thoughts come to my head, you know, whenever I was talking to these people, but I want to be able to have the power as much as possible to control what goes in my children's ears and eyes, and what direction that they go. And we're going to do the best job as we possibly can and raise them in the ways that they should go. You know what I mean? To the best of our ability. And this is what's most important. So, you know, a lot of women out there, their career is more important. You know what I'm saying? They call what they call their peace. You see what I'm saying? They're their peace and in their quiet time when the children are all gone from the home and they sit at home all damn day. You see what I'm saying? Children go to school and they just sit at home all day. You know what I mean? And but there's a lot of this going on, but there's not a lot of quality time given to children, man. There really isn't. So anyway, will my wife go back to work? Nah. Didn't have a job to begin with. So anyway, I thought I'd come on and share my thoughts on that. Shalom. You know, also I wanted to add in that my wife actually enjoys being at home. You see what I'm saying? She actually enjoys being in her role. She's happy to be able to receive me. See what I'm saying? When I come back from work, when I get off the plantation and I drive her back home and I had a long day or whatever. See, she enjoys to be able to receive me into the home. You know what I mean? I enjoy coming home and things are taken care of. She's being a chase keeper at home. You see what I'm saying? Guy in the home, make sure everything is right in the home while I go out and provide. So it's a beautiful thing if you ask me. So anyway, this is my spiel. It's a beautiful thing, man. So all right, shalom.